Welcome back to the second segment. We are still exploring on matters dyslexia, and we still have Nancy here. She'll continue taking us through dyslexia. Hi everyone, welcome to Jenny on a Daily Talk Show. This is a show where we discuss about social issues that affect each one of us, cutting across the economic status. Here we discuss about real issues that affect
Now, as a parent, how you can support your child? First thing I say, a child changes teachers.
Yeah.
1 year he's having this teacher,
Yeah.
and the next year she will have another teacher, or he will have another teacher.
Yeah.
But all through one parent.
Yeah, it's true.
And
Very
even
true.
after high school or after the child comes back to you.
Yeah.
So you as a parent, you need to be equipped
Yeah.
with information that will help you give support, the right support for your child. Because after all, he or she is going to come back to you.
True.
And when you get enough information, you get your child assessed enough.
Yeah.
The strategies for support are started as early as possible.
Yeah.
Then what you could be looking like so huge can
Narrow
narrow,
down.
the gap can be narrowed.
Okay.
The other thing is, do not compare your children, because the causes of dyslexia
Yeah.
could be this one had it,
Yeah.
this one did not have. So meaning that these children are individuals, different children, different people with different souls and different brain.
Yeah.
So comparing them, like saying, I don't even know who you have taken after,
Yeah.
because the other children are okay, they are performing very well,
Yeah.
and you are not performing well.
Yeah.
So comparing the children is actually very unfair to the not just to this one with dyslexia, or to anyone.
Yeah.
Then when you realize that you're having the child who is struggling, calling names,
Yeah.
comparing
That's
also
another
doesn't
thing.
make. Calling names,
Yeah.
expecting too much. And remember, when you're expecting this too much, maybe the only thing you're pampering to this child is a lot of money, but not directed to supporting this need. Maybe you are employing a teacher who does not understand what the child has.
Yeah.
So the teacher comes in, gives your child tuition, and what the teacher is doing is only continuing to teach the syllabus that the child was not able to get,
True.
instead of using different method for teaching this child and to bridge the gap or to cover the need that he has.
Yeah.
So, and maybe by the time you stay for a while, you start saying, I've given you a lot, I'm employing,
It's true.
employing teachers for you, and you are not giving good results. So once you have good information about what you're dealing with, you need to look for professionals who are going to give your child the support.
Yeah.
And after, first you do an assessment and then get the right support for this child, because as I've said, they need differentiated instruction.
Yeah.
One-on-one as a student, as a learner who is having dyslexia, is very good. But I don't mean that you pull a child from outside the school and have him homeschool.
Yeah.
I am one person who is against homeschooling.
Yeah.
And because that it is not just reading, writing, and academic performance that a child learns in school. There are so many other skills the child learns at school. They learn to solve their own problems. They learn to interact and socialize, to meet new people. And I am very, very proud of those people who are my classmates. And so when you have your child schooled at home, who will they cite as their schoolmate?
By the way, and you are denying them.
You are denying them something in future, which is very, very important. When somebody comes and asks me whether homeschooling is good, I said, okay, it is maybe the way you look at it, but for me, I wouldn't. It is a no, because I am very happy of my schoolmate, because there are things that we are doing together that now, when you do her homeschooling, you are denying your child that chance.
Exactly.
So as a parent, that's what, and give your child love. There's this love that they will not get from the teachers, they will not get from even the friends, but from you, you will come to a situation where you can understand each other. And if you show that you are understanding your child problem, the child becomes closer and is able to open up and say, this is what I went through school, this is what I went through, and this is what I think that maybe can help me. Yeah.
Okay, now we've all heard that they are very, as parents, they are various ways we can support our children. And the children don't only come to school to get the knowledge from the books. There's also the interactive part, the social skills, the problem solving skills. So there's a lot that await your child out there as they join school. Now, Nancy, tell us, how did Rare Gem start?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. And it's a subject that I really like because it is not something that we really planned. It was not in the plan that we are going to start school. Our initial idea was to create awareness and even to have the teachers understand how to give the support. We thought it was easy. But as we created information, awareness, we started receiving children for assessment. I would tell you that I started doing assessment even when I was not trained by just when I went to Kenya Institute of Special Education to learn about special need, it was not enough to call me an assessor. But immediately as I started creating awareness, I started receiving children for assessment. And with my little knowledge, I would do assessment. And then I would maybe tell the parents, because we used to receive children from very far, not from just Nairobi. Then we would send them back to their teachers because we didn't have school. But at one time, that was 2011 in December, I can't forget, I had three parents who said, now Nancy, you don't have a child at home because my son, who has dyslexia, had already joined high school. So, and he is the last born. That means I was just alone at home with my husband. So these parents realized that I am just having, and so they asked me.
It's an emptiness. It's sort of.
So they asked me, can I bring my child to you? You stay with them as I shall pay boarding, and then they go to school where you teach. Because they knew if I am in a school then and I am talking so much about dyslexia, then the school that I was teaching, the teachers must be aware about dyslexia. Well, it wasn't possible because even in the school that I was teaching, it was not so easy to bring a foolish person from another school and bring them to
as they are called.
To this school or a non performer and bring them to this very performing school. And but now, and this lady, she passed the information to the others, and so they made a team and requested now I would have 3 children in my house. And that way we thought, I think what we can do is have a center where we would have these children come, learn, and after they know how to read and write, they can go back to school.
Their previous school.
Maybe where the teachers, their parents would. And during then, these children were already told, don't come back to the schools they were, because they were not performing.
That is frustrating.
It was, and I remember the parents even crying. And so when we looked at it this way, we thought like we can have a center, and then we work with the children, and then they can go back. But Jane, let me tell you, it wasn't easy because we started receiving children from as far as
I can
Mombasa.
Just imagine,
our first group came from Ukunda, so there is no way they could come and go.
Impossible.
And we had a Nisibania, another one from Nyeri, and another one from Kirinyaga, and the other one was from Kisumu, and another one from Kakamega. So how would they? Actually, Nairobi, we didn't have so many children, apart from the 3 who had asked
for a boarding
facility
so in your house.
By the end of the year, that is 2012, when Rare Gem we started, we had 7 children. And these children were coming from different places. So we were not even thinking of giving them a formal class.
Yeah.
But the child who came from Ukunda, when she came and I told her, now I'm going to put you in class 4.
Yeah.
She said, me in class 4? She was very happy.
Wow.
And she was very happy. And since she had come from a special unit, you can imagine a learner. Actually, that is a good class case of a child with dyslexia who was misplaced.
Imagine, and how many Nancy are displaced in this country?
There are so many.
Yeah.
So when she came and I gave her books, science, social studies, and English, and all those books, she said, no, intellectual. She said, MH, do not do this kind of work. And I was like in tears, asking her, who called you an MH person? So that's how we started.
Yeah.
When we did now standard 4, then I had to give these children hope. And hope was like showing them, you are growing, so you are going to go to class 5.
Yeah.
So we were in 2012, we had grade standard 4. 2013, we had standard 5, standard 6, standard 7. On 2016, we had to do exam. Because actually, KCP.
Okay.
Because we had to show them that there should be an exit.
Yeah.
They should. I treat KCP as a transition period where you are after the exam, you feel you are no longer a child.
Yeah.
You are started. You need to show some growth.
Yes.
You need to expectations from everyone are higher.
Yeah.
And also you need to portray a different kind of a person with growth, but that cannot be done if they are not nurtured.
Yeah.
In an intellectual or in an MH class, they are treated in a kind of a level. There is no such kind of a growth.
Yeah.
So when they came and we gave them, and they knew that we are moving.
Excited?
Oh, my friend, they were really excited. KCP did not have like the worry that other children have. They didn't even they actually like they didn't care much about the grades.
Yeah.
But they were just happy to feel that they are doing KCP.
Wow.
So they did KCP, and during then, our first candidate had 176, which we are very proud, because this child came, and this one who had 176, it is not because he did not know how to read. They knew how to, they started knowing how to read, and that is something that excited them so much that, oh, we can read. I remember there is a boy who came in between.
Yeah.
That was in, he came in 2015, just before they did exam.
Yeah.
And he used to tell the children, so and so read for me number 1, read for me number 2, read for me number 3. One of the girls stood up and said, Fulani, we came here not knowing how to read. You also need to know how to read. And this boy was so determined
to know how to read.
And by the end of the term, he knew how to read. So you can see now the hope he had.
Yeah.
And also, the mother confirmed. I remember the mother telling me that the boy took a newspaper and he was reading. And the mother and the uncle exchanged glances because they were like, is David reading? And they looked at it, and the mother went to the bedroom to cry.
Oh my goodness.
Because it was like, all these years, the boy had not known how to read. And for only 2 terms, he is reading.
He knew how to read.
So we gave this hope.
Yeah.
So when they did KCP in 2016, we didn't even have a plan to start high school. They went outside, and just like any other school, we didn't know what to do, and they were like, okay, that one is gone.
Yeah.
But do you know what they did?
No.
The children started calling each other, and where are you going for high school? I have not found a high school. My parents have not found a high school for me. And they ganged up for me and one parent, the same parent from Ukunda, paid the school fees for high school.
Oh my goodness.
And she told me, where you want this girl to go for high school, here is the school fees, Peleka.
What?
And they came on Thursday. 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them. They came and we had to start a high school. And that's how the high school was
Wow.
started
Oh, what a
in
beautiful story.
2017.
That's a beautiful, beautiful story.
That is how we started
Yeah.
high school
Uh-huh.
in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And 2020, they did KCSE.
Wow.
First KCSE, yes.
The ones that now initiated the high school.
Yes.
It must have
And
been.
this is a team that is so tight. Like even
Wow.
today, we know what they are doing.
Yeah.
They also know each one of them what they are doing. Yes, they are like that.
So yeah, they are so close.
Very close. You see, it's a journey starting from standard 5 up to form 4.
There is hope.
There, and I'll tell you that it is a team, even the ones that we are having, that we are very proud of. Because although they did not get grades to take them to university, they knew what they are going to do with their D minus.
Wow.
They knew what to do with their E, because they are those who got E. But they were not bothered at all that they got E, because they actually was ready. They knew what they are going to do outside after they did their KCSE. Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful story. It's encouraging to know that parents out there who are watching this video, there is hope. All is not lost.
It is.
Support your child, support the teachers, and please, if you have a child who has dyslexia, Ria Gem Talent School is in Kitengela. We'll put the contact down. Please contact them. Let's support our children. And I remember also, Nancy, I never knew what dyslexia is. I must acknowledge someone who made me understand what is dyslexia. That was between 2018 and 2019. A lady came as a volunteer in an organization I used to work for. She's Elisa Terenova. And she asked me if I knew of a school that works with dyslexic children. I was like, what is dyslexia? And she took her time to explain to me. And I remember there's a time, I don't know if it was a conference or somebody that was coming to Kenya, speaking about dyslexia. She sent me a link so that I would at least join the which I was not able to do. But I'm so grateful. And through that, I researched, and that's how I came to know about dyslexia and you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I came to learn about the amazing work that you do with these children.
Thank you.
Kindly speak to a parent out there as we finalize. Speak to a parent out there who is feeling they have done everything. They have provided books, they have taken children to the best schools, they are doing all what they can, but their children cannot perform. Kindly speak to a parent.
As I said before, the back falls. What do you say? Falls at the back of the parent.
Yes.
The child will still come back to you.
Yeah.
So giving them support, as much support as you can, it is the best.
Yeah.
The schools, we have Reagem Talent School, we have high school, we have preschool, we have preschool, primary, and high school. And we are soon, as much as you see it is very small, we are building a big school where we are going to accommodate, we are thinking even of having a vocational training, but that is an idea that is going to be done maybe after some years, once we are done with the school.
Yeah.
But for now, if you are a parent and you are having your child who is still struggling, the first thing you need to do is take the child for assessment. There are quite a number of assessment centers. Each and every county there is Education Assessment Resource Center. Giving example, like we have the major one in Kisa. Here at Reagem Talent School or Dyslexia Organization Kenya, we do assessment. In each and every county, look for an assessment center in your county and have your child assessed. Let them join the school that you think that they are going to get support. Don't bring your child to, like you say, I have paid a lot of money, you are not learning. If you find that your child is completely not getting that, all is not lost. Seek at what the child can do effortlessly. Look for his or her talent, nurture that, and finally, what will happen is, what will bring food on the table of this child eventually when you are not there. That is what you should give your child.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving us your a section of your time. I
Karibuni
know
sana.
you are a very, very busy lady doing this amazing work and serving children. And I believe this video is going to help someone out there. And
I
from
believe so.
me and Nancy, bye.
Bye bye.